Hello. Happy July 2nd. I was about to say July 3rd. I just want to see if this is, yeah. Okay. So tonight's topic for the Courageous Casey Ministry is where you look is where you go. And actually, it just reminds me, I think I did a video on this a while back of John Kabat-Zinn's book, Wherever You Go, There You Are. So it's a little different than that. But I went mountain biking today, which was super exciting this evening with the Phoenix, Rise, Recover, Live. It's a sober, active community. And I had a blast. It was amazing. I feel like I'm really, really out of shape. And my friend who was leading it said this. He's like, just remembering where you look is where you go. So if like you look down at the rocks, you're going to flip over them. So you have to look ahead. And I kind of had this like flash of memory of like, oh yeah, I remember that from mountain biking in the past. But I also noticed that that's the way it is when I snowboard. That's the way it is when I'm doing all kinds of physical activity. It's like you have to look ahead. If you look straight down, and I actually joke when I teach kids yoga about this, and I say, if you look down, you're going to fall down. When you're balancing in yoga poses, you don't want to look down because that's where you're going to go. I really believe that this is the truth in life too. It's like not just physical activity, but when you're looking ahead at where you're going, it gives you direction and gives you guidance. And I love that quote by Martin Luther King, where he says, you don't have to see the whole staircase. You just have to see the first step. And that's kind of like, I don't see the whole entire trail that I'm mountain biking on, right? I see the path just right in front of me because I don't know what's over that hill, whether it's up or down. So just seeing a little bit further ahead of you than where you are. And I found that has been actually a huge key essential in me building my kids yoga business over the last 15 years and, coaching that I've done and all the work that I've done being self-employed is like having that courage to just look far enough ahead as to what can I do next. I've mentioned already how I struggle with planning, but in some ways, like creating this big business plan and having all the pieces, that's such a challenge for me. But the truth is, most likely that stuff doesn't happen, right? Like I love that thing. I don't know who said this, where they said, make plans and God laughs, or because look at where we are now. Like we're in the middle of COVID and people have their lives all planned out. And then, there's a wrench thrown in it. So you have to be flexible and just go with the flow. But if you're not looking ahead about what you can do in some ways in a powerful way, then you're not going to get there. And the other analogy I want to use this to is like, are you looking ahead in a positive mindset or in a negative? So I know I have people in my life who just focus so much on the negative, and they're very clear on what they don't want, what's not working, and being in a complaining, and the sky is falling, and asking like, what do you want and where do you want to go? It's sometimes hard for many people, and I'm grateful that it's not for me. I'm such a creative, imaginary person, but I encourage people to just dream. Like, what would a perfect day look like for you? What would you do if you didn't have to worry about time or money? Like, I love thinking about those things because it sparks your imagination. It sparks your creativity, that place of really, what would you do with your one wild and precious life? Very popular Mary Oliver poem. Oh my gosh, I'm really tired, so I'm having trouble speaking. And I think for me, just my near-death experience, my very close to death experience as a child, like life is short, life is precious. We get to make the most, and I encourage you to make the most of every single day. Like it's short. I was kind of nervous and scared to go on this mountain bike ride tonight, and it was easy and it was really hard all at the same time. But I knew I'd be with safe and supportive people where I had to get off the bike and walk. And I've had experiences in the past in intimate relationships with a partner, a man who could not handle the fact that I couldn't keep up, that I had to go at my own pace. And, you know, being courageous and being willing to put ourselves into a space where we can grow and be around other people that it's safe to do that with is really powerful. It's a very powerful thing. So, it's I think we need to be that for each other, to be compassionate and caring, and meet people where they are and accept them for who they are. So, where you look is where you go, and wherever you go, there you are, right? So be mindful of how you're showing up, projecting yourself into the future in a positive way, and looking ahead. Like, what's the next thing you can do this next week that can help you reach your goals or move forward? So, one thing I'm going to do is I'm going to take a bath with some Epsom salts, because I know if I don't, I will be so sore tomorrow. I've learned this over many years of being in the fitness industry, and I want to enjoy my day off tomorrow and not be super sore. I'll probably be sore some anyways, but I'm going to do that self-care thing. So I'm looking ahead to what's going to show up tomorrow. So I hope that you have a beautiful moment. Thank you for watching and sharing and listening. And I encourage you to share what's your path. What are you looking ahead at? And are you in a positive mindset? So, all right, namaste and play. Take care. Bye.